Some more reacts, folks. They say a 12-year-old lion jumped off the porch and created a savage man. Get into it.
Man, these PGFYNs on a completely different level of savage though. We tell them about a shorty like 9 already out here putting in work for the set. They got kids playing with switches like they toys. That same shorty high as hell, playing with the blick, and ended up blowing his own thumb right off his hand by mistake. It's crazy. You got a member who literally never take that shiesty mask off. He sleep in it, he live in it. He even walked across the stage and graduated with the ski mask still glued to his face. Then the ops pulled up on his mom's crib and started blowing the whole house down, spraying bullets right through the walls. Shorty wasn't even home, so his OG had to grab the pipe and start blowing back from the porch. Then they called his phone like,
she called me like, I just blew at them bitch ass niggas, they can't shoot nothing out. I said, bro, you gonna get your call my manager, call Freddie, call him right now.
Even the females getting into it now. The clout chasing out here is deadly. You had a female drill rapper think it was a game. Shorty dropping a heavy diss track aimed right at a dead PGF member. 2 weeks later, they found her slumped inside a whip, popped in the head. Before we start, shout out to the real ones rocking with me on every drop. Smack that like button, gang. You locked in with Hood Edition. And today, we deep dive into the story of PGF. Motown, Southside Chicago, West Inglewood. This area always been hot. We told 'em about a group of shorties from the same neighborhood, growing up together, going to the same school, hanging on the block, and playing basketball. By 12 or 13, these shorties was already jumping off the porch, stealing, robbing, fighting other blocks, doing all type of street shit. But at that time, it wasn't no gangbanging yet, just regular hood kids doing hood shit. And between these shorties, you had one big boy named Kewan Thomas, AKA Psycho. Psycho was different though. He was talented, hooping, rapping, dancing, and folks stood at 6'4", tall as hell and solid. Whenever the other shorties got into a fight at school or with another block, Psycho was always on the front line standing on business, making sure his day ones was safe. He used to fight everybody for him because he was the biggest. He was beloved by all the shorties. He had 2 blood brothers, a big brother and a little brother named Muda. But Psycho was the first one doing the music. He came up with that name himself, Kid Psycho. He posted his first freestyles on Facebook, trying to find a way out for his family through the rap or basketball. He was strictly chasing his dreams, staying out the way. Then everything changed. August 16, 2017. The shorties was all chilling at Nuck's crib. Psycho left the house to go down to Bradley Park and Jeffrey Manor just to hoop and get ready for his junior year at Tilden High School. He was out on the courts with his shirt off, playing basketball with his stepbrother, when a whip slid up, and a man in a dark hoodie walked straight up to him out of nowhere. They say it was mistaken identity. They thought them shorties was they ops. The shooter looked right at him and asked a wild question. Which one? Which one should I shoot? And for whatever sick reason, he chose Psycho, strictly because he was the tallest one on the court. The shooter started letting it spray from close range, striking Psycho right in the head. As he lay there, the shooter stood over him and kept shooting, catching him 6 times in the neck, shoulder, and hand while everyone watched in pure
You can see the whole blood right now.
Terror. Psycho was dead before the medics even hit the block. His stepbrother and his day one saw the whole thing happen.
A 16-year-old boy gunned down while playing basketball, and tonight we've got a breaking news update for you. We are hearing from his coach. The teenager was killed in Jeffrey Manor this afternoon while playing at Bradley Park.
but his coach and friends insist he was a good kid, a high school athlete who was focused on basketball. Tonight, anguish and disbelief at the scene of the shooting. This basketball court at 97th and Yates, where the teenage victim was playing ball with friends.
A and B student, kid's not a gangbanger. Mother and father raised him as Christian, take him to church and everything, and look what happened.
Basketball coach Tony Gibson says he coached the victim, 16-year-old Kewan Thomas, in a summer basketball league. As Thomas played with friends around 4:30, police say 2 males drove up in a sedan. One got out and opened fire, shooting Thomas in the head. He would die on the court.
It was 100% mistaken identity, 100%. And I don't think it was even mistaken identity. I think it was let's go on the court and just shoot somebody.
In fact, Thomas lived with his family in a different neighborhood. Residents near the park say it's long been a trouble zone.
I have 5 sons, and they cannot come to the park.
Why not?
Because they shoot people.
The kid was a good kid. The kid did not deserve what happened to him.
A 16-year-old kid, raised right, went to church, wasn't no gangbanger, just a talented kid trying to hoop, executed dead on the court. 12 ended up catching a dude named Torrecius Berry and charged him with first-degree murder after witnesses pointed him out. But weeks later, camera footage dropped showing he couldn't have done it, so they dropped the case. To this day, the real killer walked away clean. And that right there, that was the spark. When Psycho died, everything changed for these shorties. The regular street fighting was over. The shorties didn't know nothing about losing somebody that close. This was their first time feeling that type of real pain. So after that, they stood on business for their brother. They created PGF, Psycho Gang Family, or Psycho Gang Forever, strictly in his honor. Psycho's best friend Nook decided he was gonna carry that legacy.